And we are here together to walk you through our, let's say, view on the banking services, smart banking, digital transformation, and how the Orange sees this revolution which is coming. And for me, very important is that we haven't heard the presentation, which is very interesting for us, and we don't know what the colleague before us has said. So,
after the explanation why we are here and why it's so important that telco is engaged in the fintech and banking, I will tell you how we can cooperate with startups.
Okay, starting very beginning, we were wondering what was the first moment of the startup in telco. And I don't know whether you know the guy or not. This guy is Graham Bell, and for us in telco, this was the first startup and the first moment when the innovation has born in telco industry. And he as a startup has started his invention by looking for the solution, and finally he invented the telephone. Then he got the reward for his invention, $50,000, and this moment has helped him to boost his business for the future. And this is very similar to the approach of all the fintechs and startups which are on the very early stage of the development. So starting with that moment, it was quite long ago when the startup has started in telco. This moment has brought us to the situation when our DNA in telco has been embedded with the innovation. So since that moment, we have a gene of innovation in all of the daily job, not only referring to the banking, but in general to the telco. But this gene of innovation is helping us to looking for more and the wider opportunity which we can get from the market. When we look from the perspective of banking on the Industry 4.0, when we have three main dimensions of the digital transformation which is coming, which is massive capacity, the video online, which has been talked today shortly, IoT and numbers of connected devices, zero waiting when the autonomous cars needs zero waiting, because the milliseconds in the delay of the transformation for the autonomous car can have can cause a huge problem. So once this is the industry and where we see our core of the business, but behind all of those things, we believe there can be embedded smart banking services, payment, banking, in all of the stuff which has been said today for a whole day up to now. When we are looking from the technology perspective, the core of the transformation which is coming are two of them. One is fiber, which is baseline for the 5G, and both of them are the core for the transformation, digital transformation which is coming in general, changing the picture of the banking as well. We as Orange has started with startup 3 years ago with the banking services. I don't know whether you know or not, the Orange Finance started 3 years ago as a startup from the scratch. And in 3 years, the numbers of acquisition has proven close to the 500,000 customers in Poland. This is kind of the average bank number customers in Poland, has proven that such services like banking in telco is important. And this led us to the thinking over how we can boost our business further. And when we are thinking about the future of the banking, we are rather thinking about the real transformation, not evolution, real revolution. Because when we're looking on the traditional banking, which is currently transforming to the digital, what is happening? Yeah, from the branches, all of the customer went to the internet. Yeah, and from the internet, banks has put all of those from the internet into small icon, boom, inside. Yeah, And what we have then we have startups and fintechs, which helps the banks to improve the processes inside this app. We believe that this can be reinvented in a different way, looking from the perspective of the customer lifetime value and his ecosystems. And behind, there is a banking, but banking is behind. Nobody will need in a short-term future the banking app itself, yeah? But the services which helps them to use them, pay them, but pay which is seamless is very helpful for the customer. Therefore, all of the things which I mentioned are core for us to build the future of the banking, which we are starting doing currently. And so therefore, all of the ecosystem and cooperation with fintech are becoming for us very important, and Joanna will walk you through with this approach.
Yes, Peter Drucker told that the best way to predict future is to create it. That's why we are involved in innovation, let's say, 1,000 years in Orange Polska. We have our Orange Labs R&D center, when we create new technology, when we create new solutions. But also, as Marcin told, we are very engaged in our Polish and international ecosystem. Several programs which we create are focused on innovation. When you see the Accelerator, this is a program dedicated to our employees. But we have to discuss with our customers, we have to discuss with startups, we have to discuss with our surrounding. That's why we have other programs. Today, we will show you Orange Fab. This is international program with thousands of countries all over the world. Orange Fab program is focused on cooperation with startups. And what is the most important? This is business accelerator. Of course, we are looking for startups, but startups which are in alliance with our Orange strategy, which could be small or medium companies, and it's the best when they have really solution on the market or very mature prototype. Where we are looking for? I have to say that the area is very, very wide. Yes, for example, today we discuss about fintech. Of course, we have our core solutions, but we have Orange Energy and we have Orange Finance. Why we cannot discuss about solutions which can support our additional revenues? What else? Acceleration program. As I mentioned, the most important in Orange Fab program is business acceleration, is support from our business colleagues to create together solutions for our customers or support our technologies. But also we have support for startups. We help them to create solutions with our engineers. We support them with a lot of mentors from our surrounding and from our board members. And also we have the special place when we can work together. What is very important, we are scouting the market all over the year. Nowadays, we think about customer care, but not only. In the future, at the beginning of New Year, we are looking for startup connected with fintech.
And summarizing, the buzzword which is very often repeated today, next to the digital currency, is the blockchain. And we see our role of Orange in Orange as a kind of the block and chain, because this is a block of chains. So the blocks which you can see here is our DNA, technology, fintechs, banking revolution, customer ecosystem, and everything which is behind. And we see our role to connect all of those blocks by the chains and to create the blockchain of the technology for the future of the banking within the Orange. So this is everything from our side. We are having the picture with the times is up. So therefore, thanks a lot for the listening us, and wherever you have any question to us, we are today and tomorrow ready to you to answer a question and discuss for the business opportunity, if any.
Thank you very much.